everybody. This is the first vlog, officially day 0. So it is currently 12:34 in the morning, day before the flight. Leaving in 10 hours, all ready to go, all packed, bikes in a box. Going to Lisbon from Sweden, so starting in Stockholm. Got a flight tomorrow morning at 10:30. Flying first to LaGuardia in New York, and then got a self-transfer to JFK, and then from JFK going to Stockholm, Sweden to start the journey off. And then the first little adventure is going to be just a 3-hour bike to a hotel. Big thing tomorrow is the self-transfer from LaGuardia to JFK, so we'll see how that goes, but got all my portables charged, all my stuff together, bags all packed, so I will catch y'all in the morning. Good morning. It is currently 6:30, day of the flight. Ready to go. We are about ready to get on the plane, so I'm about to show you the box and then the last packing setup before I leave. Alright, got the packing all set up. So firstly, we got the, can't even see, but there's a duffel bag there on the ground. And that's all my extra stuff that didn't fit inside the bike box. The bike box, I got the 50-pound limit on what I can bring, so I don't get charged overage fees on too heavy of a box. But this is the bike box, and so I got my bike in there, and then most of the different parts that go towards it. Alright, in the car for Valentine's Day. Mom and Pop's front seat. Headed to the airport.
Hey guys, we're here, and look at the bike. It's my waist.
Yeah, pretty big. Pretty big. Over here, we're in line. Looks like it's gonna take like a year to get in it, but we're chilling.
Basically a year. Let's see if we can check the bike. Prayers up.
I just made it to the airport, got my box all checked. They charged me $375 to check the box for the oversized fees, but at this point I'm too deep in, so paid the $375. We're on the way. Next stop, LaGuardia for the self-transfer. I made it to LaGuardia with a few things happened on the way here. So first, flight was delayed out of Houston, so had to get on a different flight, which is all good. So I was able to find another flight instead of going to JFK, find one that leaves out of LaGuardia. But this flight has a lot of legs. So I'm going to Boston, and then to Paris, and then to Sweden. So I should get into Sweden at 5 instead of 8 a.m., so 5 p.m. Shouldn't be an issue because it doesn't get dark in Sweden until like 9 p.m. or something like that anyway, so I should still be able to bike to my hotel. The only thing that is kind of a close call is I was asking a lot of people about how the checked bike would work, thinking that, it would auto-check into the next plane, because I'm leaving out of LaGuardia now instead of JFK. But they told me that was the case. I go on accident leaving the terminal because I read my ticket wrong, thought I was at Terminal A instead of the same one, Terminal C. So I go to leave, and I see my bike just sitting on the oversized luggage belt. So thank goodness I misread my ticket. So I go out there, I get my bag, talk to some people, they tell me I have to recheck it. So I go ahead and recheck it, no big deal, didn't have to repay for anything. It was super easy. And then all set to go now. So I got some pizza. Made it to Boston, but I landed about 8:55, and my flight board's at 9 o'clock. It's currently 9:30, so we'll see if I make this flight or not. And then more than that, if my bike makes the flight. Keep it updated in Paris. Made it on my flight. I was the last one on. Gate closed like 30 seconds after I got off the plane. About to eat. Doing good. Next stop, Paris. Be there in 6 hours. And then 2-hour flight Stockholm. Made it to Paris. I got about a 4-hour layover before my flight to Sweden. So it's about 10 o'clock here. I should be getting to Sweden about 5 o'clock Sweden time. I checked the little off-brand air tag things, the insignia tags, which highly recommend. They were like $20 for 4 instead of $30 for an air tag. And it looks like my bike made it, but my duffel bag that has like my tent, sleeping bag, some miscellaneous like camping stuff, looks like that was left in Boston. It also has my shoes, so I have my biking shoes, so I will not be able to bike very easily because I have clip-on or clipless pedals. I do not know if I want to even attempt biking into the city with just like flat shoes. So we'll see what we'll do. Maybe it's wrong and it's actually here, but it said like 3 minutes ago it was in Boston. So we'll update soon about that, but at the very least my bike made it. That's the thing I was most concerned about. So I will keep you all updated. I just checked with Air France. Officially confirmed that the duffel bag is in fact left in Boston. So they said it'll likely be here tomorrow morning, but I have to go and file it when I do get to Stockholm. So what that means for me is I was planning on camping tomorrow. That probably can still happen if the bag gets here on time. But now I'm gonna have to bike to the hotel without my biking shoes, which kind of sucks. I have clipless pedals, but I think I can make it work. I think I'll go to a bike shop in town. Like there's one that looks like about a mile from the airport, and get just normal pedals. And I'll change the pedals out and then do the scheduled 3-hour bike to my hotel, get in the hotel, and then after that, wake up in the morning and then backtrack to the airport, or maybe get it delivered to the hotel, whichever one works. And then the plan is still to camp the day after, so that's still on, because to get into the city, the hotels are like $150 minimum. I can also stay at the hotel I'm staying at for another night that's $50, which isn't bad either, but I think I'd rather go camping, see some Sweden with the good weather. So hope is not lost. We'll be all right. The bike is here, so that's the thing I was most worried about. So we're still cooking. We're good. All right, officially made it to Stockholm. So the adventure has started. My bag, or the bike box, was completely open. Whenever I got to it, it was a little mangled on this side too. We got a pretty gaping hole, front and bottom. So I'm very glad I put stuff in bags inside, else they would have came out. But everything from the bike seems to be here, so that's a solid start. But yeah, so next step is put the bike together and then start kicking it. Also not really sure what I'm gonna do with the box, but I'll figure that out. All right, the bike is officially all up and ready to go. So I'm ready to hit the road, head to the bike shop. If the pedals don't bother me too much, I might just go to the hotel, but we'll feel it out on the way. But this is the final setup. Let's get it. All right, I'm halfway through my first ride. Got about 10 miles left, already rode 10. It's gonna take about 2 hours at the pace I'm going. Stopping and taking a break a little bit because I don't have my shoes or my pants. So I don't want to get sore on the first day, but this is pretty much what it's been looking like so far. Just a bunch of fields, pine trees, some animals. Yeah, not too much going on, but it's pretty. It's a nice ride too. So I will check in, we'll take it back to the hotel. All right, day one officially done. Made it to the hotel, got here, realized I hadn't checked in with the people because I just booked it through like Chase. So called him, and then he gave me a code, got my room. No big deal, no big deal. But one nice thing is that like it never really gets too dark. So like it is almost 11 o'clock right now and the sun's still up. Put it on the bag. Bag is en route, so it's left in Boston, confirmed. They put it on the first flight, so they have a flight going from Boston to Amsterdam. It's on there right now. It gets to Amsterdam at 6, and then from Amsterdam it comes to Stockholm at 8 a.m. tomorrow. So hopefully they'll send it to me in the morning because I can't stay in this hotel again because they're all booked out. So hopefully I can get it and then stay in a tent tomorrow night. But if not, I'll probably go ride back up to the airport and then get it and then ride back down. Like a full another day of riding. But should be good. Should be up and running completely by tomorrow night. So I will see y'all in the morning. Alright, decided to make one last video tonight. Just kind of going through what I'm doing and why I'm doing it more in depth. Because I feel like I've been kind of skimming over it in the last few clips. So, number one, what am I doing? So I'm bike packing from Stockholm. And then I have 2 months before I start work. So I start work August 10th. It's currently May 28th. Started traveling May 27th. So I have 2 months to get as far as I can. And my direction that I'm heading is towards Lisbon, Portugal. If I make it all the way, awesome. Then I would have done like most of Europe, which would have been sick. If I don't, which honestly don't plan to, just because I'd rather see what comes up along the way and not have like a stringent goal like that, also fine. So it's more of a journey, not the destination kind of thing, and just see what comes up. And then why am I doing it? So I wanted to do something big before I start work. I really wanted to do something that I wouldn't be able to do any other time in my life. And I feel like right now is one of the only times I'll be able to do a true like bike packing for this long. Like all I have is a bike. So yeah, like I said, all I have is a bike. So I have all my food, clothes, tent on the bike, and I plan to do like intermittent camping and hostels, like back and forth throughout the whole trip until I get to where I'm going. And throughout the trip, plan on just doing whatever I feel like doing during the day. No real plan day to day, but hopefully enough to be able to book a hotel or whatever a few days in advance. But just hope to have a lot of growth, just personally, on being able to do a lot of things, especially solo. I'm sure there will be a lot of mental hurdles that I have to jump over throughout this experience, as well as spiritually. I plan to stop at a lot of churches along the way. Hopefully get to the Camino Santiago as well in Spain. It's really hard to say, what's going to happen on a trip like this, but either way, we take it as it comes. So day one has been super long travel, like 31 hours, but I'm very excited for the rest of this week and the rest of the trip.